points in the game.
Gamecocks will put total leather and will get started. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Bearcats offense will take the field first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Smith. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on first and 10. Gives it on the option. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
From the gun on third down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pena. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So South Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
It'll be 3rd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Altmaier. And the ball comes out. What a disaster. And it looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out on the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Find some fresh air. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They want to run it left here. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. They'll run the screen. Runs through a tackle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. and he knocked that one right down the middle. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Under fire. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sturdivant. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. To the air, it's Altmaier. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. It's complete to the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Pena. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They go to the ground. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Dropping back, it's Altmaier. The short hands, it's Carson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Looks it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Now this offense is back on the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just...
Fires toward the end zone. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. They're going to run it. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2.
South Carolina, 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got it out. There he goes. is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it for a big play. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Sturdivant.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the air, it's Altmaier. Grab near the marker, it's Pena. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle, they give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him. That's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Throwing right. He's got it. Push down for the tackle. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Flying down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown Bearcats!
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Oh, they're after him! And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.